Hi, this is Sandra. I'm here again with another recipe, and this recipe is my biscuits. Yes, indeed. Everybody loves biscuits, and they stopped making biscuits because they started putting biscuits in the um, dairy department where you could buy the canned biscuits. But those canned biscuits got lard in them, y'all. Oh my goodness! I just found out some of the biscuits have lard, and if you're a manufacturer, you can use pork fat in your product. Yes. So I found out that most of the biscuits have lard. So I'm going to show you how to make some biscuits in case you don't want biscuit with lard. Now, you can use this recipe that I have. You can use, instead of using the margarine, I use margarine sometimes in mine. When I don't have the shortening, the all vegetable Crisco shortening and run out, the little sticks, I use margarine. Yes, I do, and it turns out real good. Or you can use butter, whatever you do. Now, I like to use this Blue Bonnet, and I use Imperial, mostly for baking, but I don't have an Imperial. I'm out of that. So they just had this on sale. So I went on about the Blue Bonnet because it was on sale. Now, to make good biscuits, you got to have a good flour, a good flour. And I always get this white lily flour. Now, you can order it off eBay if you cannot find it in the stores where you live. But it's white lily. It's white lily flour, and I use the light for baking, self-rising. This is what this is. White lily, y'all. Y'all see that? This is a great flour for good biscuits in the South. That's what we like using in the South. Okay, what this recipe called for is 2 cups of the self-rising white lily flour. And then you're going to add, let's say I think 4 tablespoons of shortening. But that's a half a stick of that Crisco sticks. And then I'm going to use the whole one because I'm using margarine instead of using the shortening. So what I'm going to do is blend this cold butter, make sure it's not butter, but this cold margarine into the flour. Now you can use butter if you want. Yes, you can. But I'm just using this margarine because I don't have any Crisco shortening. I bought something else and it did not make those biscuits taste good. And I refuse to use that again. It's a brand that I got. I'm not going to diss the brand and tell you what it was. But the all-purpose vegetable shortening was not delicious. It was terrible. The biscuits did not taste good, and I had to throw a whole batch of biscuits away because when something don't taste good to me, hey, I do not use it. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm like that, y'all. Okay, what you're doing, you're blending all this together just like this to make sure that it's all incorporated with the flour. And this is self-rising flour, so you do not have to put in a baking powder or soda or any salt. You just use this just like this. So again, all this is crumbed up like this. Make sure it's all crumbed up. And that's how it goes, like that. Now, when it looks like that, all in pieces, you got it right. You got it right when it looks like that. See that? Now, we're going to use 3/4 cup of buttermilk. Now, buttermilk makes your biscuits good. Now, this is Perry Farms buttermilk, and I love it. Now, you can get the low-fat buttermilk, but I don't like the low-fat buttermilk. No, I don't. I don't. I like the real nitty-gritty, y'all. Okay, we're going to put this together. Easy biscuits. Look at that. You can make your own biscuits. And what's so cute about it, you can freeze them and use them later. You don't have to eat all your biscuits right then. You freeze them and use them later. That's how you do it. Okay, get all this together like this. Now you got to get your hands in there, y'all. But like I said, I use the margarine. And you can use the Crisco, will make them really flaky and good. Now see how this feels? It feels just like I got shortening in it, all-purpose shortening. It feels like that, y'all. So I'm going to get all this blended and we'll be right back. Oh yeah, and make sure your oven on 475. Preheat your oven for 475. All right, we got the dough ready. So I'm going to pinch off. Look how soft that is. You know that's a good biscuit when it pulls off like that. Now, I don't know where in the world I did with my rolling pin. I do not know. And that's the truth, so help me God. So what I'm suggesting you do is pat this real fine like this at the top. Make sure that it don't have those little lines in there. And we're going to make them kind of big. So I'm going to use a big glass like that. I want them kind of big. Big biscuits. And then you're going to place them in a grease pan. So we'll do another one. Now you can make them little or big, whatever. Now you can do pulled biscuits too. I remember Mama Eva in Savannah used to pull their biscuits instead of rolling them out. And I'm going to show you how they used to do it. I forgot how they, I didn't forget, but I just remember they would pull them and roll them in the oil. See how smooth that is? You want it to be smooth, no lines in there. And we'll lay it on the sheet, just like that. Just like that on the sheet. Okay. Do another one. So this batch will make about maybe 12 biscuits, but I'm making them big because I like to have a good big biscuit, you know, because the biscuits I like to make sandwiches out of. Okay. Just gonna do it like this. There you go. Make sure it's smooth. And place it on the pan. I think we got one more, y'all. One more. So these gonna make about 4 big biscuits. They used to call them cat head biscuits, you know? Cat head biscuits. That's what they used to call them. And pat them out like that. And use this big old wide mouth glass. And there you go. I'm gonna put that on like this. Now, I got, let's see, a little oil. I like to put a little oil on top. And this right here left over, I'm going to show you how they did the pull biscuits. What they used to do is like this. They would pull them and roll them and pat them. Pull them. This is what they did. I'm sorry, I'm not in the camera. They would pull them and roll them and put them in the pan. Pull them, roll them, and put them in the pan. What I'm going to do here is add a little oil on top of them so they can get really golden brown. So I'm going to just use my finger and just do like that around the entire biscuits. If you can see me in the camera, I am so sorry. Okay? Just like that. Just stick your finger out like that and let the oil get in it. And then just rub it around your biscuits, just like that. And we're going to bake them at 475 for about, let's see, I forgot how, until they're golden brown. And that is about maybe 10 minutes. Okay? And this is what you do with your oil. Just put them around the biscuit like that. And then we'll be right back and show you what they look like. All right, y'all. Here are the biscuits. I didn't skimp on the butter, y'all. I put the butter on top of the biscuits. And my goodness, they are delicious. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm doing another recipe, but I'll show you that later. I'm going to show you how tender these biscuits are. Now, this is the biscuit with the rolled out biscuit. See how tender those biscuits are? And I use margarine. I use Blue Bonnet margarine. 1 stick of Blue Bonnet margarine to 2 cups of self-rising flour and 3/4 cups of milk. This is good, y'all. Look at that. This is my butter packet. Right here. I'm going to put the butter in just like that. So, you know, I didn't put no syrup on them. I'm too country for that. But, oh, this is good. I'm telling you, see how tender that biscuit is? Look at that. See how tender it is? Let's came out the oven, y'all. Hot biscuit. This is I'm gonna tell you. Happy eating. And these biscuits are perfect. You can make them smaller, but I made them larger. Yeah. Look at that biscuit. That's a good biscuit, y'all. This is I'm gonna tell you happy eating and thank you for coming to my channel and watch and see the things I do. This is country, ain't it, y'all? I don't need some syrup. This is Sandra. I want to tell you happy eating and thank you for coming to my channel.